is my yearly favorites. So these are my favorite beauty products throughout the year of 2014. These are like my favorite videos to watch and film, and I'm pretty sure every single person that I've watched has said the same thing. It's a great video to reference to get a feel for someone's channel. I think that this video every single year is like such a great roundup. Whenever I find a new channel, I typically look for their yearly favorites because it gives me an idea of the type of products that they're loving, and that gives me a feel for their channel and, you know, what they're showing, and if I feel like they have the same type of taste that I do. So this is a great video to watch if you are new to my channel, because some of these products, for those of you who aren't new, will be no surprise. And for those of you who are new, it will be a great way to catch you up on what I've been loving throughout 2014. So I'm really excited to do this video with my good friend Lizzie from What Would Lizzie Do. Her channel is amazing. She is one of the sweetest, most caring people I know, and she is hilarious. I've done another collab with her before a while ago, and we've met at IMATS, and we're going to be seeing each other again in a week, so I'm really excited at the LA IMATS. So, but you guys have to check out Lizzie's channel if you haven't already subscribed. She has a whole variety of videos that she does, and she's a regular poster. She's really dedicated to her channel, and I know that she cares a lot about her subscribers, so definitely head on over to her channel and check it out and see what her yearly favorites are. And if you are new to her channel, that is a great video to watch, like I said. And if you are coming from Lizzie's channel, I hope you guys subscribe, stay a while on my channel, and let's just go ahead and get into my favorites, because you all know I probably have a ton, because I do. So I'm just going to like legit try and briefly talk about each one, because I don't want to get too long-winded on this because it's already going to be a long video. I decided to do two different favorites this year. I'm going to do a hair and skin and body care one, just because it was too much stuff to include in. But for this one, it's strictly like makeup. So I really just looked at what I use to get ready, some of the products that I've talked about, but that have been my favorites throughout the entire year. The first, I'm starting with primers. This is the Dior Maximizer Primer. I love this. It's a light boosting primer. I like mixing this with my Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, because that is a long wear foundation, but it is very matte foundation. So if I want a little bit of a dewy glow, this has that in it, and I find that the combination of this and that foundation is like such a beautiful long wear, but not like greasy, but very healthy look. So it is what I'm wearing today, and I just find that this primer really does help to keep my makeup on, but it really does give that just all over glow, but it's not like boom, too shimmery. So really love the Dior Maximizer Primer. I probably discovered this middle of the year. It has like a little pump applicator, one of my favorites. Moving on to foundations. You heard me talk about the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. Definitely my, like, one of my ride or dies. Oh, I totally just forgot to bring in my Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation. I can't believe I would forget to bring that in. That's an all-time favorite. I don't know what happened. Oh, I know. I used it all up and I still have to repurchase another one. The Revlon Colorstay Whipped Foundation is like one of my holy grail foundations. Between that and the Estee Lauder Double Wear, those are like probably my most reached for. If I want full coverage but a little bit more light of a feeling, I have been using the It Cosmetics CC Cream. This is in light. Love it. It is, I mean, obviously I've used it all up. Just a really great consistency, and It Cosmetics has a lot of skincare benefits in it. This was great when I went to Disney World this year because it has SPF 50 in it, and it gives coverage. It evens out my skin tone while protecting my skin, so been loving that. Another one for like a little bit more, I wouldn't say light coverage, because every time I wear this foundation, every time somebody asks me on Instagram, what are you wearing on your face, or in person, and it is the Perricone MD No Foundation Serum. I'm in the color, this is the light, this is light medium, I believe, and I seriously love this. I've applied this in several videos. If I can think of videos that are corresponding with products I'm talking about, I will always leave them linked down below. But this is such a great product for me. I feel like a lot of people aren't giving it a shot. It just blends into my skin beautifully. I find it lasts on me all day, and it is the most skin-like foundation that I own, and I love this. So this has been like a new discovery in 2014, and I'm so happy that I found it because I just love the way that this makes my skin look and feel. For concealers, I've been pretty basic. I've really stuck to the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer. This one's an NC20. I was wearing NC15, and I found that that was just too light under my eyes. So I switched to NC20. I really love the Pro Longwear, and I find that when I set it with the powder, it doesn't crease on me, and it is very long wearing. Another one that I am wearing today are the Instant Age Rewind from Maybelline. These are great drugstore concealers. That I have the light one, and then I have the brightener. So the brightener is like a little bit more of a pink tone, and the concealer one is like you know, like a typical concealer color. So I use both at the same time. The brightener just kind of cancels out some of the dark circles, and it really brightens up your face, and the concealer just conceals and evens out your skin tone. So that's the brightener, and that is the concealer. You can see the difference. These are really great. They do have a yellow tone one that's I think called Neutralizer. So if you like more yellow tone of a highlight, check that out. I find that these set on me really well. They don't crease, and they wear a pretty decent amount of time. So these have been like my go-to concealers for 2014. Okay, my most used product to set under my eyes has been the Hourglass Ambient Light Powder. This is in diffused light. At first I bought dim light, and I couldn't figure out how to use it. I was setting that all over my face, and I just didn't love it, and I think I even talked about how it was like a disappointing product to me. But then I saw a bunch of people using diffused light and setting under their eyes. It's just a really nice, very finely milled light powder. I love just to set under my eyes, and I feel like it gives a really nice candlelit glow or a diffused light look, and it's so finely milled that it just doesn't, you know, get into the creases, and it just doesn't settle. I can't see it on my skin. So I set under my eyes and down the bridge of my nose, really just the center of my face with this every single day, and this has been like my go-to. I even have like a pretty good dent in it. I don't even know if you can see that, but this is a great under eye setting powder. Okay, for bronzers, I really just have two that I have probably stuck to the majority of the year. The Jane bronzer, this is an Inspire. If you've been with me, you've heard me talk about this so much. They sell it at Ulta. You can use your coupons on it. They also have a deeper color. If you're fair skin like me, I highly recommend the Inspire color. It's what I'm wearing today. I find that it's super finely milled. It builds up really well, and I never find that it looks muddy on my skin. So this has been a go-to bronzer. Another one for fair skin that I really have loved, and this is a newer at the end of 2014, but it is the Marc Jacobs bronzer. This is the Omega bronzer in Tantric. I just really love this bronzer. It's a really light shade, and I find that it gets it gives a very natural look, and it never looks overdone, and it never looks muddy. It's a really great color. I would say these two are very comparable as far as like the shade, so that's why I like them for my fair skin. So I don't like to get too overdone with bronze, but I do like to be able to build it up for those times that I really do want to contour. Both of these are matte, so you can use them to contour and bronze your face. Okay, for blushes, I have one cream blush that has really stood out to me this year. It is the Makeup Forever HD blushes. This is the Second Skin cream blush in 410. This is Coral. This gives such a beautiful like color to the cheeks, and it really does feel like second skin. This is the only cream blush really that I've tried that like it isn't tacky. It doesn't feel like sticky. You could layer a powder product on top of it, or you could just leave it like this. I really love the coral color because it's perfect all year long, because it really just gives like a color to the cheeks. It almost has a little bit more of a reddish to it, so when you apply it, it looks very natural, like what your cheeks would do in the cold. And also it's a beautiful coral color for this spring and summer. So it's really one of those universal products or colors, in my opinion, if you are going to pick up one of these. I really, really, really love the formula of these because they just appear so natural on the skin, and they really give a beautiful color because they're so pigmented. 410 Coral is my favorite. Okay, blush was a really hard category for me to narrow down. I narrowed it down to 3, and the first one is what I'm wearing today, and it is MAC's Pink Cult. Now this is like a dusty, cool tone pink color. It's limited edition at MAC, but it's leaving, but it's on the website right now. So if you do want it, I highly recommend you get it. It's just a beautiful, really cool tone color, but it almost pulls, it looks like dusty, almost gray, but when you put it on your cheeks, it just is a really beautiful pink color. Like I said, it is what I'm wearing today. I love it for when I'm wearing like cool tone eyes. I'm wearing the Naked 2 palette today, and I really like to use like cool tone pinks when I'm wearing like cool tone shadows, just to kind of all go together. So this has been an all-time favorite, and like I said, it's leaving, so it's in the goodbye category on MAC's website. So if you are interested in it, check it out now. It's a matte blush as well. So it doesn't have any type of sheen or shimmer in it. If you are looking for something that has a beautiful glow, I have fallen in love with the Charlotte Tilbury blushes. I think that by far they have been some of the most impressive blushes that I have found, but they remind me of Tom Ford blushes for cheaper. They are just the most beautiful. I can't even tell you that every time I wear the blush, I'm extremely happy with the way that it looks, and I always get compliments. This color is Ecstasy, and it's by far probably, if I had to choose, my favorite. It's a beautiful peach color, and it has, like I said, a sheen to it. You could even top it on top of that Makeup Forever blush, but it's just such a beautiful, I can't even tell you. It has like this gorgeous sheen, but not glitter, and it just gives your cheeks the best glow ever, and it's such a soft but not like powdery product. The other color is Love Glow, and I love this color. It's a really beautiful pink shade, and you can get 3 different colors. So you can use the outer part, you can use the inner part, and you can use them all together. So I do have a swatch video on these if you are interested, but I typically wear it all swirled together just like that, and I love the way that this looks on my cheeks. Okay, moving on to eyebrows. I have an updated eyebrow routine, but there is one product that's probably missing from that, and it is the Benefit Give Me Brow. Every single day I use this, and I love this Gimme Brow. It's in light medium, and it gives like little fibers that it deposits in your brows. I like this because I do this at first, and if you are having a light makeup day, this is all I need. So I just put a little bit of the product through my eyebrows, and it is a perfect taupey shade for my eyebrows. I have always had darker eyebrows than I have like even the darkest part of my roots, but I find that this is a great color because it does have that taupe to it. It doesn't lean any bit of orange. And then I've been filling in the arch part with the Anastasia Brow Wiz. I use medium brown for the bottom part, and then I use ash blonde or taupe for the rest, like the front part and then the top arch. So I go between those two. And then I set it with the Anastasia Clear Brow Gel, which is my favorite because it doesn't feel crunchy on my eyebrows, and it doesn't like look crunchy or flaky or anything like that, but it really does set my eyebrow hairs because I have wild and crazy kid eyebrow hairs. Like, do you guys remember that show? It's like, well, Wild and Crazy Kids. That's like the theme song for my eyebrows. So I have to like lay these puppies down, and this is the best. If I don't use it, I can always tell because I have some type of wonky hair that is just like unruly. So that is what I've been using on my eyebrows basically all year. And the concealer that I use to clean up under my arch, which I really love doing because I find it gives me like a really crisp finished look, is the Anastasia Concealer, and this is in 1.0. This is one of the best concealers for under the eyebrows because it's the perfect consistency. It's extremely pigmented. You only need like a little bit. I've had this like a year, and look, I hardly have any dent in it. Maybe less than a year, but I use it every single day that I'm doing my eyebrows, and you you legit need like to tap your brush in and then tap it off the excess, and then I just create a line with, I believe, either the number 18 or 19 concealer brush from Anastasia, and I love the way that this gives that nice crisp line, and it doesn't get like gunky or anything like that, and I just set it with like whatever powder eyeshadow product that I'm using to highlight my brow bone. So these have been my go-to eyebrow products for the entire year. Okay, eyeliners. I have several. Jane Automatic Liners are amazing. This color is in a brown, and I really, really like the brown shade because it's super dark and chocolatey. These last in my waterline just as good as some of the others that I'm going to show you, and they're really affordable. You can get them again at Ulta, and you can use your $3.50 off coupons on them. They're the water resistant eyeliners. They have several different colors. I highly recommend them if you're looking for an affordable eyeliner from the drugstore. These are amazing. I really like this brown color. I've used it a ton this year in tutorials and looks and such. Another one, I have a super tricky waterline, so these are all recommendations if you have a waterline that smudges. I have an incredibly difficult time finding an eyeliner that doesn't smudge, so these are all smudge proof for me, and I have a very, very tricky one. This is the Nars Larger Than Life. I have been using this one in the black, which is like Via Veneto, I believe, and then I use the Rue Bonaparte, which is the nude shade. I love them. I find that they stay all day. Even the nude shade is like in my waterline at the end of the day. So really, really great liners. And then the last one is a newer discovery for me towards the tail end, and it's the IT Cosmetics No Tug Waterproof Gel Eyeliner. This is in black brown. It's a great alternative to if you want a really deep chocolatey brown liner, but you don't want to be wearing black. That is it right there. So very, very similar actually to the Jane one. So you could probably get the Jane one because they both do the same thing, but I really, really do like those IT Cosmetics liners. Liquid liner, once I discovered this, I don't have any need for any other one. I've tried the Kat Von D tattoo liner, which is nice. I've tried the Stila one, which was my like go-to liner for a really long time. I like the Physicians Formula, but once I tried this Jessie's Girl felt tip black liner, there was no going back. You guys have seen me use this a ton. It's foolproof if you are new to liner. I've had it like probably 8 months, and it's still extremely, you know, it doesn't skip at all. I can always get a really nice precise line, and it's super duper black, and it's smudge proof for me. This is $9. You can get them sometimes on sale on the Jessie's Girl website, 2 in a pack for $9. This lasts all day on me, no issues. Even if I'm like rubbing my eyes, like it doesn't like streak up or anything like that. This stays put. So a really great affordable liner is from Jessie's Girl. I looked when I was at Rite Aid because I've heard you can find these at Rite Aid. The Rite Aid that I looked at when I went to visit Kentucky, I didn't see these. So I don't know if you can only get them online. If somebody has found them in their Rite Aid, let me know. Okay, moving on to mascaras. I know it's excessive that I kind of have a lot, but I discovered the Shiseido eyelash curler thanks to my friend Dana this year. I love it because it's like a little bit more straight and less curved, and she said it's actually perfect for Asian eyes. So if you're looking for a really great eyelash curler, this is a really, really nice one because it gets super close to the lash line. I love it. I bought it at Sephora, so that has been a great discovery for me. A lot of people are like, oh, eyelash curlers, you know, they're not that big of a deal. I have found that after picking up some cheaper ones and using a variety of lash curlers, that there is a difference between them. So, but this has been the best that I have found so far. For mascara, I'm not going to talk too much about it because I feel like I've been using the same ones. The Chanel Le Volume, that's what I have on today. It's like my favorite, my go-to. I will always have this. It's very expensive, but I find it gives me the most volume ever. It's a little bit more of a wet formula. A lot of people have found that it works better for them if they let it dry out. I love it forever and all stages of it, but that's just if you are someone who doesn't like wet formulas, you might not like this. A really great bottom lash mascara is the MAC Extended Play Giga Black Lash. It has a really small wand, and I find it gets to those lower lashes and really coats them nicely. And a newer discovery to me is the Marc Jacobs Omega Mascara. I really like this because it has a natural bristle wand, and I really just love the way that it builds volume for my lashes. A great drugstore mascara for me this year was the L'Oreal Miss Manga. I found that this gave me serious doll-like lashes, and it didn't take much to build it up. It's just a really great mascara. Okay, eyelashes. I've been on a journey with eyelashes this year. I used to never wear them. I found that they irritated my eyes, and I just don't really have a need for it unless I'm doing like a look that requires a little bit more of a like zazz zoom where I'm filming. In my everyday life, I'm a mom. If I'm going out with friends, maybe, but I just don't have like the need to be wearing eyelashes on the daily. But when I have been wearing them for special events and such, I have not been able to put down my Shiseido lashes. I've talked about them several times. I always have a discount code for them down below. And this is in Lash Lorette, and they're just really beautiful. They have so many different pairs, and on the website it tells you like the volume indicator. So I have all of the sets because I love them so much. The Shiseido lashes have just been my go-to. I really like the way that they fit to my lash line, and I've found that I've had no problems with wearing them multiple times and them maintaining their shape, and they're just really easy. If you just take care of your lashes and like take them off properly, then you're gonna have no issues. They really withhold. So if you're looking to invest in a great pair of lashes that you can wear like 25 up to 25 times, check out the Shiseido lashes. Okay, now we're moving on to like eyeshadows. I have two eye bases that I really went between. Like a neutral eye base is MAC's Painterly Paint Pot. This has just been a great priming my eyes. It gives me like a really nice just canvas to lay down my eyeshadow. Really been loving this. Another product is Chanel New Moon. This is the Illusion de Ombre in New Moon. It's just like a stunning cream shadow. This was limited edition, so if you couldn't get your hands on it, I'm so sorry, but the ColourPop eyeshadows in I Heart This and Sequin, if you layer those two together, you can get this almost exact color of New Moon. So just really love this. I've worn it a ton. Every time I have like a special event, I always pack this or take this because I know that it's going to give me a look that I really love. So if you ever end up finding the Illusion de Ombre in New Moon, pick it up. It's like gold in a jar. So speaking of the ColourPop eyeshadows, I do have a few. These were a new discovery for me this year, and they are they're called Super Shock Shadows. They are $5 each. They have like such an interesting creamy opaque consistency. This color that I just swatched is called Fringe, and it's a beautiful like taupey silver color right there. I love it. This one is called So Quiche, and it just has like so many different shifts to it, so it's super unique. Really, like, do you just see, like, it's just the most interesting formula for $5. These are amazing. It's like an olive color, and it has like purple or lilac in it right here. It's just, these are so beautiful. I love them. Another one of my favorites is this one, and it's called On the Rocks. And it's just like a copper shade, and it has a lot of different types of gold and purple sparkles in it. Just again, so beautiful. So there's that one right there. You can't really see the beauty of it until you are up close, but I did do a tutorial using these, several tutorials using these, and several swatch videos, so I will leave those linked down below if you're interested in more information on them, but they have been a standout for me this year. Okay, for eyeshadow palettes, I really just have three that stood out for me. My all-time go-to favorite, the one that I know that it will always give me a good look, is the Lorac One palette. It's just my favorite. Every time that I want to trust that I'm going to look okay in my own eyes, I pull this out. It has a row of mattes, a row of shimmers. All the shades are beautiful and creamy. It's just a really great palette. Perfect if you are even a beginner and you're looking for just a great everyday palette. Another one is the Lorac Unzipped. As you can see, I love Lorac shades. This is like a rose bronze eyeshadow palette. It is a complete palette in my opinion because it has a matte shade for the brow bone. It has like a matte shade to darken up and shimmer shades and then transition shades that are matte. It's just a beautiful palette. I used this a lot in conjunction with that Chanel Illusion d'Ombre in New Moon. So really, really beautiful. And then it's funny, I've had the Naked palette from Urban Decay for a very long time, and this year was the year of me pulling it back out and really rediscovering it and loving it. So I've been wearing this a ton, and every time I wear it, I find I love the look. So I've been wearing a lot half-baked on the lid, and I put Buck and Naked in the crease, and then I deepen it up with Dark Horse and Smog, and I just love the way that it looks. So this has been a standout for me this year, which is surprising because I've had it for a couple of years now, and it's always like every new palette that comes out, it kind of goes into the back of the drawer, but I pulled it out and really used it again this year and have just been loving it. Okay, last category is lips. I really only chose 2 lip liners. I meant to grab the Sephora lip liners, the Sephora Nano lip liners. I really love those. They're $5 little ones, really affordable if you're looking for some great colors. I think Native Nude is one that I really love. But another affordable liner is from Rimmel, and it's in East End Snob. It's just a beautiful everyday pink. I love this liner. I find that every time I wear it, it just goes with a lot of my favorite like nude lipsticks or lip products. What I'm wearing today is MAC's Whirl, but this has been a favorite of a lot of different people that I've seen before Kylie Jenner, but now every single time we talk about it, we almost feel like we have to say that because as if we didn't discover it on our own. But I love this liner. I feel like it goes really well again with some nude lips or with more pink lips. So MAC's Whirl is just a really great one to pick up and have in your collection. Okay, so if you guys have been with me for a while, you know lip products are like my thing. Okay, I had a really hard time trying to narrow it down because I typically will wear a different lip product every single week. So I went to the ones that really stood out to me. These were a discovery halfway through the year. This is a newer color, but I really love this shade in Lumiere from ColourPop. These are the Lippy Sticks, and this one was created by Kathleen Lights, and it's just a really easy, beautiful, wearable mauve shade, and I love, this is the matte formula. Put Whirl down, the lip liner, and then top it with this. It's just a really great everyday color that like brings color to your lips but also isn't too dark or too overdone, so that's a great one. Bite Beauty has been a favorite of mine this year, and these are the high pigment lip pencils. This is in the color Madeira. It's a beautiful nude shade right here. I love this shade. I find that it just, every time I wear it, it's so comfortable on the lips, it's so creamy, and it's just a great everyday, like I said, nude shade. It doesn't look too nude. It has like just enough pink and peach in it. What I'm wearing on my lips right now is from Wet n Wild. It is the Fergie lipstick. This is in Fergie Daily. One of my all-time favorites. It is just a beautiful, beautiful color. It's very similar to MAC's Modesty. These are like cheaper than crap. Like they are so cheap from the drugstore. I think they're like $1 something, maybe $1.99. And they're like the hidden gem of the drugstore. The packaging feels cheap, but if you can look past that, the color and the formula is amazing. So they have tons of different colors, but the Fergie Daily has been my favorite, and again, that is what I'm wearing on my lips today with MAC's Whirl, and I topped it with a gloss, which I will show you in a minute. The Nars Audacious Lipsticks were a great discovery for me this year. I did a full video on them. This is the color Raquel. Again, it's very, very similar to this Bite Beauty one. It's just a beautiful peachy nude pink. The formula of these is like so opaque, so creamy. I love the way that they apply and look on the lips and the way that they last. There are so many colors in the range. Again, I will leave the video link down below if you want to see more colors, but Raquel has been a standout for me this year. The last two are from MAC, and they are just, they're like honorable mentions, like have to mention them. MAC Angel, one of my favorites. If you don't have it, like these are the two that if you're like, Laura, what should I pick up? I want my first MAC lipstick. I'm gonna say pick up MAC's Pure Zen, which is a peachy beautiful, beautiful creamy peachy color, and then Max Angel, which is a beautiful pink color. And these are like the two right here. So this one right here is Angel, and that is Pure Zen. These are the two that if you are looking for an everyday lipstick, I would say Max Pure Zen for a more peach and Max Angel for a more pink. Go-to everyday favorites from MAC. For my lip products, my lip glosses, these are the last things that I'm including in this video. I know it's so long, but you guys know me. The NYX Lip Butters, this is in Creme Brulee, like an all-time favorite of mine. These smell like cake. They have so many different colors. This is probably my favorite, just a beautiful peachy color. MAC's Dazzle Glass and Rags to Riches. You cannot feel the glitter in it. It's just a beautiful topper. It gives a sheen. It makes your lips look super juicy. I've talked about it a ton this year as a perfect even topper to Max Angel. I love this gloss. And the last one is what I'm wearing on top of my lip combination, and it is from Gerard Cosmetics. I know everyone talks about these glosses, but they are seriously amazing, and that's why. You can get a great bundle, and I do have a discount code down below off that bundle. This is one of my favorites. It's Buttercream, and it's created by Jaclyn Hill. It's just a beautiful opaque pink shade. I love it, and it has a light and a mirror, which comes in handy more than you would think, surprisingly. And a lot of people are like, oh, when I'm in the club, and I'm like, oh, when I'm in the car at night with my kids and my husband. I love having a mirror and a light. But those glosses are like probably some of my absolute favorites. I do love Shimmer of Hope as well, and I just think that they are such great glosses, so opaque, so pigmented and beautiful, and they have a great smell too. So anyways, that is it for my yearly favorites. I know this was a super long video. Please check out Lizzie's channel and see what her favorites for the year 2014 were. And please leave some of your favorites down below. I do want to take this time just really quickly to say thank you guys so much for all your support this year. You guys have no idea how much it really does mean to me. All of your comments, everything. I just am so utterly grateful that you take the time out of your day to watch my videos. I just want to thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. So thanks again. I hope you guys had a great year and looking forward to an amazing new year. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all in the next video.